Hello again, everyone. Welcome to this week's edition of Focus Vandalia. My name is Rich Hopkins. I'm the communications manager for the city. And on today's program, we're talking about a project that really has been underway since the winter months. It's our annual street resurfacing project. Right now, we are in the Foxfire neighborhood, just off of Brown School Road. And as you can see behind me, crews are on the last little bit of roadway to be surfaced for this year. It's one of the sounds of the summer. Those big trucks rolling on a fresh layer of asphalt on a roadway that had been a rough ride the day before. Public Service Director Rob Cron says planning for this project actually starts when there's still snow on the ground.
This process starts early in the year, and then we look at repairing the concrete on these streets and installing the handicap ramps that you can see here behind me. And then we finally come through, and the last thing we do is pave the streets, and we try to have this work done in a timely manner. We try to get out of the way when school starts and the buses start rolling around and that kind of thing. So we're finishing up right here today.
Each year, the city identifies those roadways most in need of repair and then tries to resurface at least a dozen or so. The 2018 project was no different.
This year, we did about 12 streets this year, or sections of streets that we paved. We like to say that's the concrete work as well. Total this year, we spent just right around $500,000 on the concrete work and the paving of the streets, and the majority of that money comes from our safe and stable levy that voters have passed here, which uses our income tax money to do this work, and that also eliminates us from having to assess the concrete work costs directly to the adjacent property owners.
And while this project is now wrapped up, Cron is spreading the word about another resurfacing project that could be taking place on National Road as early as this weekend.
The bridge that goes over I-75, ODOT has scheduled that project or that bridge work to be done. They're going to be resurfacing the deck with concrete. They're going to take off a thin layer of concrete and replace that. As if you've drove over that bridge, you'll see there's some holes starting to show up in that. So that's going to be redone this year.
The I-75 overpass is a very highly traveled roadway, and crews had a couple of options for addressing the work. In the end, the Ohio Department of Transportation chose the method that will get the project completed as soon as possible.
The work is going to be done over one weekend. It's going to start on a Friday night and be finished by Monday morning. But while that work is being done, the bridge will be closed completely to traffic, and there will be a detour set up. They decided to do this project in a short time frame rather than have different phases of the project and have traffic moved around for like a 3 or 4 week period. So the key thing is it's going to be done in one weekend, and they'll be in and out of there.
Cron says the marked detours for this work will take the drivers around the construction crews by way of the interstate.
Because US 40 is a state route, the posted detour route has to stay on a state route. So if you're traveling eastbound, you'll have to get on the highway on the ramp to 75 South, and you'll go down to the Benchwood Weiss Road exit, go across that bridge and come back north to cross there. That's the way the route will be posted. If you're going westbound, it's a little bit shorter detour. You'll get on the ramp on 75 going north, you'll go to Northwoods Boulevard, you'll get off there, go across the bridge, get on the ramp, coming back down south, and get off again at US 40. So that's what's going to be posted by ODOT for the detour route of the project.
The Ohio Department of Transportation tells us that the first window to get this bridge deck work done will be on Friday, September the 7th. That's what they're shooting for. But again, this is entirely weather dependent. So if there's any rain at all in the forecast, that's going to be scrapped, and they'll shoot for the following week. And hopefully sometime in the next few weeks, they'll be able to get it done. Again, this is going to be a weekend closure. It'll close on Friday. It'll reopen Monday morning. You want to stay tuned here, right to our Facebook page, to the city's website page, and we'll keep you up to date on when the bridge closure happens and when that bridge will reopen. That's going to do it for this week's edition of Focus Vandalia. I'm Rich Hopkins. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.